Hey GAC community, it's Monday, June 10th here at GAC, and we have a really big week coming up. On Wednesday, our entire counseling staff arrive from near and far. And on Sunday, our first group of campers arrive for Shaver Specialty Week, June. So we're really excited. This week we're getting all ready for campers and staff to arrive here at camp for the summer of 2019. Today I have a special interview for you on the Whadda podcast. 007, a longtime friend and former staff member and now current GAC parent, was here over the weekend, and I sat down with him to talk about our camp food service and his history at GAC. Enjoy this episode. All right, today on the Whadda podcast, we have a very special guest. He's only here occasionally these days. We call him 007, but his name is Brendan Eddington. Welcome, 007.
Thank you so much. It's so good to be here today.
So why don't you tell our Whadda listeners your history at Gold Arrow?
Sure. I was lucky enough, I came here in 1997. That was my first year. I'm proud to be the first New Zealander, and I have returned and worked 99, 2000, 2001. I was really lucky. In 1997, I met someone that is now my wife. I think that's probably the best thing I got from camp. But I've been a part of camp every year, even though I haven't worked here every year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we especially appreciate all the ways that you've helped us just take our food service to just better and better levels each year. So why don't you talk a little bit about what we do here at camp with our food service and just kind of what it's like up here, what our food is like, kind of compared to other places that you're familiar with.
Sure. Well, I spent a bit of time in food service distribution, so I've seen a lot of summer camps, and one of the things I think Gold Arrow Camp does really well is they take a really big holistic look at what not only do their campers want, but what do the parents want for their campers and what society in general doing. So I think they really step forward and try to offer food that is fresh, that reflects what the burgeoning market of consumers are wanting, as well as they take a look at where their product's coming from. There's a lot of local product that is used here, that is sourced in California. There are some products that you could not even try to buy in somewhere outside California, but you know, all of the dairy that's used, the produce, you'll be moving through all of the fields out on the coast in California. There's a really good effort of having local food served to the campers fresh, and I think that's a really good distinction from most camps.
Yeah, we love that, and we've gotten a lot of really great recipes from you because you are actually a professionally trained chef.
Yes.
And you share a little bit about your background.
I did an apprenticeship at Regent Four Seasons in New Zealand, where I'm from, and then when I finished my apprenticeship, I was really lucky. I got to move to quite a lot of high-end restaurants, following chefs around, and then I was a very large catering company, which got me brought out to the US. I was at Fort Washington Country Club here in Fresno. I was their executive chef for 5 years before I went over to work on distribution. And now I work as a chef for the Harris Ranch Beef Company. I get to cook for our VIPs that come through. And I do a lot of cooking for a lot of big restaurants. I will go in and work with their culinary teams, trying to find the right products to be used the right way, whether it's beef or anything else on their menu. I think that, I have a job to sell beef, but we have to look at the big picture and make sure that, whether it's Gold Arrow Camp or anywhere else, that they are able to use their products as efficiently, effectively as possible.
Yeah, well, we really appreciate each year you come in some way help train our staff, help with our menus, help Goldie just figuring out the best things to offer our campers. So you've really helped us just create the great food service that we have up here.
Goldie's phenomenal in that kitchen. The attention to detail, to the little things that are little, but they're actually not little. They're really big to that one person or those 5 people that need it. She really does a good job in making sure that whether you're a camper, a counselor, or just a visitor, that those needs are taken care of. I think that's really another thing that Gold Arrow Camp does different to everyone else. I'm really proud to, be associated with Goldie for those things.
Yeah, so you've been here a long time and have served in a lot of different roles. One of your newest roles is you are actually a camp parent now. You have 2 campers who come to camp. So how has that been, being a parent of campers?
The very first year, I was up here quite a lot, and I felt
Were you hovering too much?
I felt like I was missing out on the camp parent experience. Last year, I was only here on a weekend to work in the kitchen, and I just read the letters that came home. It was so good. I think I really condone going to camp for kids. I think that's something they need to experience, and I was really fortunate. The first year, our oldest son James, he came to camp. When he came home, he had mud all over his face, he was suntanned like crazy, and he just sat on the tiles and cried and said, I want to go back to camp. And that's when I knew we had a win. I was like, wow, that was a good experience.
So good. Okay, well, so what is it that makes you want to keep staying involved with GAC? What is it about this place that has made you just keep coming back, whether you're helping cook some special filet for us or you're dropping off your kids? What is it that you love so much about this place?
It's very cathartic for me. I think that I grew up in a kitchen, very structured. There was kind of one way to do things back when I trained how to be a chef. And when I came to camp, I've read lots of your podcasts and I hear what people say about camp for campers, and kids think it's where they can really be themselves. I think that I was 22 years old when I came here the first time. I think that's the first time I really learned how to be Brendan, even though I was 007. And that I find very special. I felt like I was given something, and it's not hard to go back to a place you love and to find some way to fit in and give back. So I think that's really why I do it.
That's amazing. Well, and isn't it cool that when you were yourself, then you met Kate, aka Pippin? Isn't that remarkable? That when you are your best self,
yes,
that's when you meet other good people that you want to come into your life.
Absolutely right.
So
when
cool.
you are as honest as you can be to yourself, you can be as honest as you can be to other people as well. So yeah, I was really fortunate.
Yeah. Well, we're so excited to have you back, and we
Thank you.
appreciate you coming up here. And I know that you know very well the GAC motto. So let's send off our GAC family today, just to remind them that wherever they are, and whether they get the opportunity to come up to GAC or not, to always remember to have fun, make friends, and grow.